that this training is going on live on Facebook, and recordings of this video will be live on YouTube thereafter for training purposes. So what does it mean? It means you can always refer back to this training, the videos, the recording, and you can always use it to build your business. All right, so let's type on the chat box. What did you learn yesterday? What effect did yesterday training had on you? I saw a lot of people put it on their group, on their team group, about the effect of the training and what it actually did for them. But we can just put it here, on the chat box, on the comment box, for everybody to see through. What effect did yesterday training had on you? What did you learn from it? Type it, make it quick. Don't make it too long, so that we can have it as quick as possible. I feel so impressed and delighted that I'm in position to be able to take us through all of these trainings, and it's a fantastic thing. So let's type. What have we learned so far? Anybody who is not yet connected to this training, it shows their level of seriousness. Miss Miriam, if you are there, please let me type it on the chat box, on every group, that if they are not yet by this time, then only God knows where they are. If anyone is not here now, only God knows where the person is. So let's type it on the chat box very quickly. What we have learned so far, what we are learning. I'm waiting for comments on the chat box. We have said it since yesterday. The first thing you should put on the chat box is what you have been learning and what you are still learning, so that everybody, even a new partner who is coming into system, we know that it's a training where you learn something. It's not somewhere you just come to and you end up not learning anything. You will learn something, you'll be able to point to something. It's not going to be a waste of time being here. So type it, what you have learned. Type what you have learned, and open your camera as you're connecting to this training. Very important. Open your camera as you're connecting to this training. All right. You want me to call names? Okay, maybe I should start calling names. Mrs. Afuakpi, I'm waiting for what you learned yesterday. Today, I'm waiting for what you learned yesterday. George, Aladite Mitokpe, Abike, Damilari, Adeniran Mokpelola, Patience, I'm waiting for what you all learned yesterday. You don't understand. So it's very important. Jennifer, Nofisat, Miriam, Blessing, Joseph, I'm all waiting for all you all learned yesterday. Adetayo Benjamin, Adeyemi Tai, I'm waiting for all you all learned yesterday. Type it. Ms. Afakwe said, I learned effective communication, mentorship, and support. Assign mentors within your team. You don't understand. It's a bad habit for anyone who is connecting late to meetings. It's really a bad habit for anyone who is connecting late to meetings like this. All right, let's get going. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep moving. So I'm waiting for other people who want to see what you learn. Other people who want to see what you learn as quick as possible. What did you learn in the previous meeting, the one we did yesterday? What did you learn from there? In the previous meeting, what did you learn from there? Let's keep it coming. If you have team members who are not on this meeting, what we want to discuss today has a lot to do with everybody. It's about financial education, how to manage your money in business. One of the number one fundamental problem I've seen that people have in this business, irrespective of their title, whether they are leader or they are new or they are young, is how to manage money. And at any level you get to, that you get cash trap, it will affect you tremendously in the business. And that's why if you love your team members, if you love anybody in your business, you don't understand. Instead of you spending too much time in motivating and getting to know what is wrong with them, it is better you connect them to this training now. There's no other way to learn than in this training. That is why the training is put together. That's why the training is put together. And that's why today we're going to be talking powerfully about this topic. Financial management, financial education and goal. Financial education and goal. Financial education and goal. 5 signs that you are good with money. 5 signs that you are good with money. If you are not good with money, no matter how much money you make, you will still be cash strapped. If you are not good with money, you will be working and it will look as if you are not working at all. I'm telling you the truth. Do you know that more money does not make you free, except if you know how to manage the money? You can be making more money and still be broke. How many of you agree with me? You can be making so much money and you are still broke. And a lot of people come into business and that's their problem. In my early days in business, I had people I trained to make money. But one of the areas I didn't really concentrate on is I don't believe it is my responsibility to teach you how to manage your money. My assumption was that adults should know how to manage their money. But little did I know that adults should even be taught how to manage money. So what happened at the long run? People began to grow into something else when they begin to have money problem. A lot of people came into business and they began to spend more than they earn. And they began to run into problem for spending more than they earn. If your earning is 200,000, for instance, if you are earning 200,000 in business, and you are wearing a wristwatch of 500,000, you are wearing a designer of 300,000. They put your combinations together. The shoe you are wearing is already more than the amount you are earning. The question is, where are you getting that money from? Now, when I came into business, these are some of my mistakes in business now that I'm sharing with you guys. I didn't think it was my responsibility to be calling the people I train and be teaching them about money management. I assume they should know, because I manage my own money. I manage my own money, and that is why I'm where I am today. That's why I could grow in the business. That's why I became Diamond Director in the business. So I expect everybody should manage their own money. But unfortunately, people make money, but they don't think about managing it. So I saw a lot of people who came into business, and you can see it's already getting interesting now. And that's why if any of your team member is not on this meeting, that person is missing an opportunity to get better and stronger in business. That person is missing an opportunity. Why do people quit business? People quit business because most of the time they get cash trap. If you know how to arrange yourself in such a way that you don't get cash trap, you are alive. Your business will be exciting all the time. So if you see someone who is spending more than he earns, automatically it's in 2 ways. It's either he's not concentrating on the business and is making more money from somewhere else, and his attention goes to that thing that he's making money from. The moment you have team members who get to that point where they are spending more than they earn in business, and they are concentrating on something else to give them more money than the business, it means you have lost them in business. Number 2 thing is, if they are not doing something else in business, if they are not doing something else with the business, then it means their ways cannot be trusted with the business. Maybe they are cheating their team members of their money, or they are cheating other people of their money. Maybe they collect money from other people and they don't use the money in the right way. I've seen a lot of things in this business in the past 11 years. I've seen leaders who collapse their business by themselves. I've seen leaders who spend more than he earns and end up, borrowing money or using his team members' money to be able to do what? To pay back his debts. So what happened? It means the business will collapse. If the person is doing something else to make more money, to fund his lifestyle, which is more than his earning, his business will collapse. If the person is also at the same time, focusing on making money illegitimately in the business, maybe he's cheating his team members, he's collecting their money and spend it, it's not straightforward with them, or he's cheating his customers, collect their money and not buy their product for them, you will discover that the person's business will still collapse. So bottom line, money can make you a good person, and money can make you a bad person in business. You can be trained to know how to do so much in business. You can even be doing so much. You can even be making the money. But if you are not managing your money well, it will become a problem to you, yourself. So that money you are not managing well will become the problem that might take you out of business. I have a lot of instances I can relate. I had somebody sometimes back who was a leader in business. That's one of the reasons why we have DD Africa system, where everybody upload their money on the wallet. And leaders that are working with me, they know that we frown against it. If you bring money, you don't know, you want your team leader to buy your product with you, pay your money on the wallet, on your wallet, so that your accounts will have the record of the money you paid. And there will be narration of the money. That's accountability. There was a story of a leader I had sometimes back. A lady, a church goer, committed. When you see her, you say, this person cannot even have money problem. You will trust her with money. But little did I know, one day, one of our team members just called me and said, hello, sir. And that is why. If you have a team leader who is not allowing you to move close to me, who is not allowing you to attend my training, it means that leader has something to hide. Wash. Because me, I'll tell you the real truth, the way it is. I will not hide at the back of any leader or anybody who is doing anything wrong. And that's why you yourself don't do anything wrong. Me, I have a vision to be in this business forever. And I will not allow anyone who cannot manage his God for money or his God for what money can buy tarnish my image. In my 11 years in business, nobody can accuse me of that I cheat him or her of his money. A lot of people criticize network marketing today. And they say network marketing is a scam, network marketing is a cheat, network marketing. It is not network marketing that is the problem. It is the people who are in the network marketing business that is the problem. So you should not be a problem. You have to make up your mind from scratch that you will not be a problem in network marketing. What you will not want people to do for you, you will not do it for other people. You will not mismanage people's money. And you will not mismanage your own money. It has to become a personal decision that you need to make. Because if you don't make this decision, it will be easy for you to mismanage your own money. And if you mismanage your own money, you will mismanage another person's money. Accountability. It goes a long way. It goes a long way. So I had a leader who called me, or a team member who called me and said, hello, sir, my team leader gave me money. My team leader, I gave him money to buy my products, but the leader did not give me my products. And I had to call the team leader and I said, hello, babe, what's happening? Where's this person's products? If you are with me on this meeting, let me see your face. I want to know how many people are with me. You know, this is a gist. We are gisting. So I want to know those we are gisting with. You know, some people, they are not in this gist. They are in training. That's why they are not opening their camera. So make I know people where they gist with. I'm sharing experience. And you know, experience It goes a long way. So in the recess, and I called the team leader. I said, hello, B, what's happening? This person said, he gave you money to buy product, 160,000. I think that time, 2 cases of training was 160,000. So what happened? And you see, this person, I trusted her to heaven. The next thing is she knelt down. And she said, sir, I'm sorry, sir. I said, you are sorry. What are you sorry for? Sorry for what? Say, that money, I quickly use it. I said, you quickly what? You quickly use your team members' money. Why should you quickly? What kind of quickly is that? When she got home, emergency happened. She now borrowed her sister the money, 160,000. I said, if this money was not in your hand, won't they solve that emergency? Are you trying to say I cannot trust you to hold your team members' money again? And that's why if you see any leader in business today, one of the things that has kept them in business is their integrity. Anyone who cheat another person of their belongings, anyone who cheat another person of their money, anyone who cheat another person in one way or the other, they can never last in business. No matter how many good things they do, you see that cheat will take them out of business. And that's why, if you still have a leader in business today, and the person told you he has been in business for 4 years, for 5 years, for 6 years, for 7 years, after this training, in fact, while this training is going on, you should send a message to that leader and say, thank you for being there. Thank you for your integrity. You see, when Yoruba people say, Ile taba fi tomo, iri lo ma nwo, you will see it evident in this business. If you have one trait of bad habit, that one bad habit can take you out of business. If you have a little trait of bad habits, it will take you out of business. So I had to tell her, if this person's money was not with you, what will you do? So when it comes to being a glutton, when it comes to money, it's not a man thing, it's not a female thing. Anybody can be a glutton. Anybody can be a cheat. You know, initially, when I began to grow business, I've never had problem with people's money in my care before. But I've seen people under my team who had problem with people's money because they can't manage their satisfaction. They can't manage themselves. I had to tell her, oh yeah, go and look for the money as quick as possible. Then she had to start running a task getter to raise the money. She called her sister. Her sister said the money is not yet available. I had to give her a deadline. Get this money out. And she started running Elta Skater. The question is, she wouldn't have had reasons to be running Elta Skater if she had managed that person's money well. And do you know one thing? 2 things. She lost the PV that money will have given her business. Another thing is, she was also put under pressure to get the money again. Another thing is, she lost the integrity. She lost the confidence I had in her. The belief system I had in her, she lost it. And I could not trust her with money again. I could not trust her with money again. I'll give you another instance. There was a leader in my business sometimes back. He was a director. In fact, he even grew to become Sapphire. He grew to become a Ruby. No matter the level you get to, I can be very friendly. But when I see that you have bad character, bad traits, and you mismanage people's money, I will hate you and I'll fight you. I'll fight you to the latter. You know me now. And that's why I love leaders that are transparent. I love leaders that are explicit, that tell you, they show you the way things are going. And eventually, there was a leader. It's a guy. You know, those days, We don't have DD Africa. We don't have the porter. So there was no way people can pay money on the wallets. Those days, people will come, they'll give money to their leaders. And this leader will just collect money, you know, when you come and give money to your leader in confidence. And that's why, if you are not sure, pay your money on your wallet. In fact, let all your team members pay their money on their wallets. Except if you overtrust your team leader. Give your leader your money. The leaders that are currently in business today, I can vouch for them. You see the ones with bad habits, I've sent them away. Now me send them away. You can't have a bad habit and work with me. Ma fe nu liye wa like the like. Ma fi wa liye. You don't understand. You know, Yoruba people say, akuku bi, o san shera darada. This business is beautiful. But don't come and stain it. And that's why, as you are building your business, decide within yourself that you are not going to stain your business. And it starts with 1 kobo. People's money, or it's not a money you say, ya. You don't yao. You must know how to differentiate between business money and personal money. You must know how to differentiate between business pocket and your personal pocket. This has led a lot of people into their downfall in business. And as far as human existence remains, it will continue to lead people into their downfall, except you have the adequate training and the discipline to manage money. Am I making sense at all? Do I have people who are communicating with me in this training? Am I making sense at all? All right. So this leader does this. What does he do? When team members bring money and they give him money, he doesn't buy anything from the money. In fact, it does not even buy land or buy clothes. So what does he do? Sometimes he'll just decide he's going out. He'll just branch somewhere, just call some of his girlfriend, you know, buy them beer, buy them drink, you know, carry some people out, go and buy them food. And little by little, it was already running into a debt of close to millions of naira. Because 5,000 naira in 200 places is 1 million naira. Am I just making sense at all? Because 1,000 naira in 1,000 places is 1 million naira. So if you are asking, why do we now have a system in DD Africa where you upload your money on your wallet? These are some of the reasons or the things that led us to that system. So we are where we are today. If I got to a point in business, I had to ask myself over and over again, I want to do this business. But am I saying I cannot trust what people do when they are not with me? And that was why we had to add a system in DD Africa that, okay, anybody who's going to do business with us should follow this system. Upload your money on the wallets. If you cannot go to the company to buy directly, when you upload your money on the wallet, it means that money is in our possession. What happened? If the money is debited, you see a narration, what it is debited for. Till Jesus comes, till the next 20 years, you can come back and see it. The internet doesn't lie. Are we together, everybody? That's why if you are looking for company with transparency and integrity today, I can beat my chest that in DD Africa we have the integrity. All you just need to do is put your money on your wallet. Simple. Whatever the money is used for, you will see the narration thereafter. Any money you don't put on your wallet, it means we are not in possession. How you spend it does not concern me. So in the recess, this leader ran into trouble of millions of naira. And Yoruba people say, if you're understanding me, let me see your hands up. And I did not know. I did not know. How can I know? Uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. And suddenly, I just discovered there was no performance in that team. A team that was doing well, a team that was doing a Ruby business. There was no performance. And every performances have to go down. Why? Because the money they should have used for the performance has been spent. So what was this leader now doing? He was not trying to run Elter Skelter to borrow money. How did I know? When he was trying to borrow money, he went to a bank, and the account officer of that bank, knowing him with me, and that one just called me and said, "Hello, sir. One of your boys just came home, and he said he wants to borrow 1.5 million naira." I said, 1.5 million naira. What for? What does he need the money for? He said, they just that because I know you, sir. That's why I called you. That should we go ahead to process? I said, maybe he needs it for personal things. And I called my guy. "Hello, bro. What happened? You need the money, so. That was it. And I said, Baba, I don't know what happened. Some people's money with me. I cannot give account. I cannot see it again. I said, I cannot see it again. Later, when we now began to table it down, we now discovered that they didn't remove his money. Nobody stole his money. But he could not just account for the money because he just goes there and spend money easily. He just goes there and spend money easily. He could not differentiate between personal pockets and collective pockets. Hello? Everybody, are you paying attention to me? And that's why I tell people, when you join me, you are joining integrity. But you, can you tell people that if people join you, they are joining integrity? If you really want to succeed in network marketing, that is the first thing you must assure yourself of. And you must tell yourself, you must make a vow to yourself to have integrity in all that you do. You see, money is a crazy thing that scatters things. Money makes siblings fight themselves dirty. Money makes siblings fight themselves dirty. So if brothers and sisters can fight themselves dirty because of money, how much more your team member? But do you know what? The way you manage your own money is the way you will manage another person's money. If you don't have integrity with your own money, you cannot manage another person's money well. Everybody pay attention, listen, and listen well. There is no way you will grow this business. Even if we have DD Africa system and you pay money on wallet, as you grow to become a leader, people will always trust you with money. As you are growing to become a leader, people will always trust you with money. So what happens if your team member comes and wants to pay for something, registration, pay for his upgrade, pay for this, pay for that, and at the end of the day, maybe the network is not going at that time, and the person says, Ogami, oh yeah, Ogami, take, let me do it. What will become of that money? Because the simple truth is, you are building your business, and money makes business. What makes a business is that there is a money flow. A group of people where money is not involved, they are just doing family meeting. Even in family meetings, you will still contribute money to buy biscuits now. I mean, Mrs. Morofolu. So talk less of business. So the real thing that makes us know that we are doing business is because of the money that is involved. Can you be trusted with money? Can you even trust yourself of your own money? In my 11 years in business, I made bold to say that nobody can ever say I cheat them of their money. In fact, they are the one who cheats me of my money. Currently, many people have my money with them and they quit with it. Many people, even currently, sir, some of you here, you are still owing me money, sir. Abike, where's my money? Abike, let me see your face. Oh. Abike, or mute yourself. Let people know that you're owing me money. Where's my money? That's part of what I'm saying. So in the instance, I built a business. Abike answer, where's my money? Eh? Are you not? Which one is that? Where's my money? I told you I will call you out. Eh? How much are you owing me, Abike? Say it now. Let your word know. Let your word know. It's plenty. Like how much? Answer now. Like how much? Like how much now? Should I say it myself? Should I say it myself? Okay. Thank God she has acknowledged that she's owing me money. So what am I trying to point out is that the way I built my business, I built my business to a level that I even add my money to people's money under me. I'm not saying you should be adding your money to people's money. Listen, get me right. But I'm saying don't cheat people of their money. That's what I'm saying. And for you not to cheat people of their money, you must start with yourself. Don't cheat yourself of your money. Miss Faith is there, Miss Fatih is there, Miss Tolu is there, Miss Blessing is there. You know, all these leaders are there. I don't need to check their hand again. I don't need to call them to come and do account. What did your team member do? No, because they've proven over time that they have integrity about money. And you too must be able to prove it, that you have integrity when it comes to money. That was why in the month of March, when we had the issue of moving for some of us who are in business, it was easy for a lot of people to relate with me that I brought movie to everybody with a pure mind. Why? Because over time, everybody knows I've never cheated them of anything. Everybody knows over time that I've not cheated them of anything. So if there is a way we now said, oh, there is movie technology, let's try it. It is church mind though, so that everybody can make more money. And that was why I had a lot of people who can stand their ground and say, yes, we move on. Baba, we are with you. Even when things go wrong, because they know that I've never cheated them of their money before. And I will never do it. So you have to be able to stand your ground when it comes to money and know how to manage money well. Let me tell you another story. When in my early days in business, ever since I became a director, I began to manage my business so early as a director. And I can remember those days, there's no template, there was no database. So most times when people come for session and they make the little commitments, you know, I will have to pack the money and give account of it. I will have to keep it, you know, so that when they come to balance up and the likes. I got married to a very special woman, and every time I get home, there's no way I have money and I get home with money that my wife will not see. So at that time, that is when my wife will remember, we want to buy this, we want to buy that, we want to buy this, we want to buy that. But me, I'm a very stubborn person. I don't know how to play love with business. So I don't play love with business. I don't get sentimental with business. I don't get emotional with business. No matter how much I like you, if you fuck up, I will womble you. I don't joke with my business. And that is the same way I don't joke with business money. Those days I could remember. Sometimes my wife and I, we had a lot of misunderstanding because of money. Because women, they want to buy everything because they see money. But the money they see is not my money. This thing I'm telling you, I was still a Sapphire director. I'm telling you a story of about 10 years ago. See, if you have a trait of not being disciplined with money at any level, it will never take you far. It will never take you far. So those days, When my wife sees this money and she wants to buy the whole world, I'll tell her, you see this money you see, it's not my money. She will quarrel, she will do this, she will do that. It's not my money. In fact, sometimes I will tell her, if you like, kill yourself. Now you sabi. But this money is not my money. And we are not touching it. And that's the truth. That's the truth. Because it is business money. Now, it now got to a point. What did I now do? I now decided not to hold money again. So what do? The moment we are finishing the office, I'll just give it to one of the trusted people in the office, in the team. I'll just say, you take this money tomorrow, just pay it in bank as you are coming to the office. And that is where Miss Fatima comes in. Everybody, can you just type something on the chat box for Miss Fatima? She has been with me for a long time. And she has been a trusted leader for a very long time. In fact, I got to a point I could trust Miss Fatima with a lot of money. Because it got to a point that even if I cannot trust myself with money, I could trust her with money. Can somebody type on the chat box and say, God bless Miss Fatima? Please type it on the chat box. Type it. I say, God bless Miss Fatima. God bless Miss Fatima. God bless Miss Fatima. God bless Miss Fatima. Miss Fatima was our first accountant general. So I could trust her with money. I would say, oh yeah, take this money. Take this money. And you know one thing? The way you give her the money is the way you will get it. The way you give her the money is the way you will get it. And that is why it is not a mistake that somebody like Miss Fatima is still in business after 10 years or after 9 years in business. Her integrity keeps her in business. Anyone that does not have integrity can't fi gbogbo le korojo ojo kan bayi a wale loju won ni. It's not because anybody is cursing them. Iwa wo eni lo momo jokigbe. I don't know if I'm communicating at all. Am I really communicating in this training? I beg, make I see your face, everybody. Let me see your face. Iwa omo lo mu omo jokigbe. If your attitude to money is not right, it doesn't matter the amount of success you achieve in business, it will collapse you in one day. It will collapse you in one day. So one of the attitude you have to deal with, one of the attitude you have to be disciplined about is money education. Money, very important. People have to trust you. So let's move on very quickly. Let's move on very quickly. Let's move on very quickly. So, 5 signs that you are good with money is that you have a budget. You know exactly how much you make and spend each month, and you stick to your budget. Can you hear that now? You stick to your budget. Anybody who spends more money on personal things, more than your business is producing, will always go cash trap. Another thing is you prioritize saving for your future, and you consistently set aside a portion of your income each month. Another thing is you are debt free, or manage your debt responsibly. You don't carry high interest credit card balances or loans, and you make payment on time. Being debt-free does not mean it's a crime to borrow money to start business. It's not a crime. I borrow money to start. But it is responsible of you to know that that money you borrow, put your mind to how you will pay back. I've seen a lot of people who are not responsible. I've seen a lot of people who are not responsible. Some of us today, if you live in countries like US, if you live in country like UK, where they live on debts, they give you credit card. When I came to US now, the first card I went to bank to collect was a credit card. And they gave me a credit card and they put $1,200 on it. So currently I have a credit card with me that I can spend $1,200. It's not my money, it's government money. But they gave it to me, they put it on it. So the more I spend that money and I return it back, the more they rate me to be credit worthy. But some of you listening to me today, it is so irresponsible to a point that some of you are owing bank loan. All this loan app, you are owing them money, 20,000, 30,000. There are many times, because you have my contact on your phone, there are many times some of this loan app will send me message and say, do you know so person? He's a debtor. He's showing us money he doesn't want to pay. And if you look at that money, they are not monies you don't make. They are money you make, but you don't feel responsible to pay. And let me tell you the truth. If you are not a responsible person, you can't grow a business. You can't grow an empire. It takes a positive attitude of being responsible to be able to put things together. So it's not a crime to borrow money to start business. Get me right. In fact, you can't start business most times if you don't know how to borrow. Most of the successful people in the world today, they became successful by knowing how to use debt to be successful. How can you be owing people money? You are owing people money and you are not happy to work. I don't understand that kind of person. You know. You are owing people money and that is when you are lazy. You don't recruit, you don't do presentations, you don't do anything, and you are owing people money. The question is, how do you want to pay back? If you are genuinely a responsible person to yourself, you will know that your image is important because of tomorrow. And that's why you work hard. That's why you work hard. So in the recess, you must know that managing your money, goes beyond not just making the money. It's not just about just making money. It's about being responsible to little things that keep money stay with you. Another thing is you understand the basis of investing and you have a diversified portfolio that aligns with your long-term financial goals. Do you know that every money you use to do PV every month is like a money you keep somewhere? And truly, by keeping it there, getting the product, converting the product back to money, it's like you are turning over that money. That is how business owners become rich. They will put their money on products. They will put their money on products. That's why you see an Igbo man will have a stock, a shop full, and yet he will be ordering for another container from China. If you ask him for money, he will say, nah man, my container there on water. He's stupidly rich, but he may not have cash. Because he put his money on product. What do you put your money on? These are all the signs that shows that you know how to manage money, that you are good with money. Another thing is you don't overspend on unnecessary items or try to keep up with the Joneses. You prioritize your financial goals over instant gratification. So a lot of people, spend their money little by little, and they don't know that little, the money is going. Remember, 1,000 naira in 1,000 places, 1 million naira is gone. So financial education and goal setting are essential for your success in network marketing. Financial success, financial education and goal setting is essential for your success in network marketing. So what does it mean? It means if you cannot manage money, success will be difficult. Now, by understanding the financial aspect of your business and setting realistic goals, you can increase your chances of achieving financial freedom. I'll take it again. By understanding the financial aspect of your business and setting realistic goals, you can increase your chances of achieving financial freedom. So, how do you do this? That's what we want to learn now. How do you do this? That's what we want to learn now. Everybody, are you ready? Are you ready? Many of you still have some team members who are having money problems in business, and they are not on this training. You had better call them. They can still join the training now and still learn something. It goes a long way. You see, when I came to business, in my early days in business, these are some of the trainings that we did not prioritize. I told you now, I said, we do trainings on how to make money, but we don't do trainings on how to manage the money. So today, you have the privilege to be in the training on how to manage the money. Take it very serious. How are the mighty fallen? Because they cannot manage money. How are the mighty fallen? Because they cannot manage money. How can somebody be doing business and is making money? Somebody making 300,000, 400,000 naira from business every month, and yet the person is still borrowing money every month. It is because the person lack financial intelligence. And when you lack financial intelligence, the people that see you borrowing money, they will not be attracted to your business. They will say, "Hey, you're taking low all the time." They will not be attracted to your business. That's the truth. So in the real sense, financial education is key. People are in business, they buy car. People are in business, they buy houses. It is because they know how to put their money together. Let's move on. Understand the financial aspect of your business. This includes understanding the cost of doing business. You need to ask yourself, what is the cost of doing my business? What is the minimum PV I should do every month? What is the cost? Because those are the necessities of business. Then you now ask yourself, okay, how do I reserve this money? Is it from the money I make, or from the more money I'm going to make, or the money I've made before? Now, when you tell yourself how to reserve this money, how to concentrate on that one that your business needs, you know that money. That's why in my house, people that know me very well, they know when it is month end, you don't ask me for money, especially when I have business to push. Even my mom, they knows from scratch. I've done my personal point, but I'm still reserving some money because my business might need pushing. I don't know if I'm communicating. Am I really communicating at all? Am I really communicating? I want to be sure I'm communicating. There's no amount I don't use to do point. Everybody pay attention. I do business with push. If you want to succeed like me, you must be ready to push business like me. But remember, I came into business very broke. So any money I'm spending on my business today, I made virtually everything from my business. In this business, I've used over 2 million naira to qualify my point before. Meaning that I bought products worth over 2 million naira before. In this business, there is no money I cannot use. But I have the financial understanding to ensure that the money I'm spending is giving me more money back. And I don't lack money. I don't lack money. It's not because the grace I have is more than the grace anybody has. It's because there's a way I calculate myself and I calculate things. I was telling somebody sometimes back that if I want to buy 2 SUV, brand new SUVs, we'll go there and buy. But if at that moment, my business is not saying I should buy SUV, the money for that SUV needs to be used to do something in my business. What do? I'll first of all use it to do that thing in my business. There are a lot of people whose business has crumbled, even outside network marketing. Somebody was giving me a gist one day of how some Igbo guys will go to village, they'll go and build house in the village. And when they build house in the village, the business they are building, that they are using the money to build the house, the business will not crumble. The house they build in the village, they will not be able to finish it. That is total lack of financial education. If you have not built a business to make enough money, and you are forcing yourself to build a house you build will be like a kitchen beside the person who took his time to build successfully. Tell me, how would a house look like between somebody who built a house or who bought a house as a PT and somebody who built a house as a director? What will make the difference? It is obvious the one as a director will look like kitchen or storehouse beside the one who built his house as a pity. He made so much money. But to make so much money, you must manage so much money. You must be good with money. Look at what happened some days ago. Many of you are not following the news. How many of you follow the news of Otedola and Elumelu? How many of you follow the news? If you follow the news, give me a thumb up. Look at what they were doing with money. They were using money to buy position. They were using money, billions of dollars, to buy positions. That is what they call business, so brothers and sisters. Money, now money be business. So the person that knows how to manage money more is the one who grows and succeeds in business. Is the one who grows and succeeds in business. So you must be able to manage your taste for spending. When you're in business, you don't just spend money anyhow. Because your friend is buying a gele does not mean you too must buy. If your business still need that money, that gele is not a necessity. Where the one you had at home before. You know, employees can spend their money anyhow. They will even borrow money to buy Ashwebi. You are not an employee. You are a business owner. You have a business to build. So understand the cost of doing your business, the potential income, and the risk that is involved when you don't do your business well. Another thing is set realistic financial goals. Set realistic financial goals. Your goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Now, let me tell you a story. There's a man called Olumide Emmanuel. He's a business guru. He said something one day. He said, when he started, he said he was born poor, and eventually he got married poor, and he was living in poverty until he realized himself. And he said, when he now realized himself, he now discovered that the first thing is he really need to realign his life. So realigning his life, what did he do? He said he discovered what to do. So in realigning his life, he said he first of all went to his parents. And he said he called all his parents and his siblings and he told them, he said, please, for the next 4 years, please don't ask me for money. He said he told them, I'm building my life. I want to build my life. Please, I beg you, in the next 4 years, everybody should sort themselves. Don't ask me for money. He said later, when he made enough money in business, what did he now do? He said he bought them car. Today, they have their own houses. They are living large. One of the areas where many of us make mistake in business is that I don't know how to say it. We carry responsibilities that are beyond us. You just started a business, for goodness sake. And you are under that business. You are paying children's school fees, your siblings' school fees. And when they want to deceive you, they will say, they are your children, they are like your children. Now you born them. The people who born them, can't they carry the responsibility? If it is easy, why are they not carrying it? That's why in yesterday's training, we said, it was yesterday or the day before, we said, you must learn to say no sometimes. Say no sometimes to things that will distract you. There's a story of a young lady that came to the business. She was doing well, very energetic. But she was in debt. Every month she was in debt. Why? She would send money to her mom. She would send money to her dad. She will pay her siblings' school fees. A young lady that just finished. In fact, she has not finished. She was serving. She was serving. I had to call her one day and I said, come. This is your parent that is asking you for this money. Where do they expect you to get the money? Your allowance is 30,000 naira. And you are spending money. Did they even ask where you are getting the money? You say, but I need to do it. You don't need to do it. Some parents today have turned their children to corporate prostitutes. It's a shame to some parents what they have done. But you are the one that should not carry responsibility that is not your own. That's part of money management. Basic. Bukata ti o ba se tiyan, ma gbe o. In my early days in business, there are some bukata I no carry you. I no carry am. And that is wisdom. That is wisdom. If you don't have the wisdom to say no when you need to say no to some things that do not concern you, that are not primarily your responsibility, let me tell you something. The things that are your responsibility is your children, your wife, and if you're a woman, your children, your husband, they are your primary responsibility. Any other person, they are extended. Extended responsibility should not kill you. Everybody has got their life to live. When you just start a business and you spend all your sponsors' reward, you spend it on extended responsibility. You spend all your deep reward on extended responsibility. You spend all your new life bonus on extended responsibility. You are even borrowing money, join. One light alive. Business you will. It means you have killed that business before it started. Because you will just be running under pressure. 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 And let me tell you, all this pressure are not necessary. So you have to reduce many of the pressure you put on yourself. Because your business itself is a pressure on its own that you have to cushion the effects. You have to cushion the effects. I have another young guy who joined my business sometimes back too. And you see, when it comes to this money management, I have a lot of experience. And I can tell you how it has drained a lot of people. I had a young boy who came into business and joined my business. And his parents, every time, always want him to send money. He will send money to them. He will do big boy, you know. He will send product to them. He just got to a point. I just discovered that the boy became a shadow of himself. His business was not growing again. And he was in a lot of debt, a lot of mess. And I was like, gosh, what's happening? And I began to ask him, what do you use your money for? What happened? And I discovered that every month he will send money to his parents. Every month. He's the last born of the house. He will send money to them just because he's in Lagos. The remaining ones that are not in Lagos, they don't put pressure on those ones. But he that is in Lagos, as if they are picking money on the floor in Lagos. That's why you must learn to say no to some things. He will send money to them, send money to them. He now got to a point, some of the money he's sending to them are money that he and his team members are supposed to be using to be doing their performance every month. Now, at the end of the day, he will send the money to them. He will not have the money to buy the performance of his team members. And at the end of the day, he will be owing them products. And at the end of the day, he will be owing them performance. His business did not grow. His business is not paying him money. And yet, the parents that are still asking for money are still asking for money. When I now discovered this, I now called him. I said, you are mad. Something is wrong with your head. For goodness sake. Okay, if you don't do for now, will you become a bad child? Delay gratification. If you can spend 1 year or 2 years of your life to get your bearing, and for that 1 year or 2 years, let the parents who are asking you for this so much money, let them hold on. Let other children take care of them. After 1 year or 2 years, you have grown your business very well. Then you can now begin to give them money. By that time, you'll be stable. In my early days in business, my mom knows, and it's still part of her till tomorrow. One of the things I used to train my mom was that if she needs money, I will send product to her. And I will say, Mommy, egba product eta. Tebata owe e madimu. So instead of me looking for money again to send to her, I will send product to her. She will send the product to her friends. She will use the money to do whatever she wants to do. That pressure will reduce from her head. And that is why I'm telling everybody, you can be doing everything right. You can be recruiting. But the moment you put financial mismanagement pressure on yourself, you will become a shadow of yourself. Am I saying something? The moment your morale is not high again, because there is money pressure on you, maybe as a result of bad debt, bad spending, bad financial life, bad this, bad that, you will discover that at the end of the day, you will not even be able to concentrate again. And when you can't concentrate, your business cannot grow. You now begin to have emotional problem. You now begin to look like a shadow of yourself. Nothing will work. You see, when it comes to this case of financial misappropriation, I have a lot of story. Oh, can you open your camera? Are you with me in this meeting? Do I have anybody who's with me in this meeting? Make I see your face. We will talk. Am I making sense? Let me tell you another story. There was a case of a grown man in my business. He even grew to become a leader. That is why it's good to be responsible. He grew to become a leader. And he had a baby. Having a baby is supposed to be a blessing. It shouldn't be a curse. But because if you didn't plan your life very well before a blessing can start looking like a curse. If you don't plan your life well and you buy a car can end up becoming like a curse. Because what's the essence of a car you have and you are borrowing money to buy fuel to go out? Has it not become a curse? You don't understand? Now, where did he not plan himself well? He had a wife. He had a lady that was pregnant for him. And for 9 good months, he's working with me directly. He could not even tell me that somebody was pregnant for him. For 9 months. So I never knew. And his financial life was miserable. And suddenly, after 9 months, the lady gave birth. The lady gave birth and he came to tell me that somebody had a baby for him. And I said, somebody had a baby for you. 9 months is enough for you to have prepared, though. Should I tell you? This person became a mess. This person became a mess in business to a point that, because at that junction, he needed to feed himself, feed the wife, feed the baby. Simply because he had never planned himself. He has not planned himself before the baby came. Now, what does this mean? It means financial planning is integral to our success in business. And one of the things about financial planning is any money in your hand, the focus is how you will use the money to make more money in business. That is the wisdom of business. And that is the same thing you teach your team members, how they will use the money in their hand to make more money in business. You do presentations where you need to do presentations. You recruit where you need to recruit. You make sure that you focus on money-making activities that bring more money into your pocket in business. Then at the same time, you now cut your spending. You cut unnecessary spending. You cut unnecessary spending. If you still have clothes to wear, there's no need buying a new one until you have a stable business. If you have a car to drive, there's no point looking for another one you want to buy when you still have the one that can still move you. Because you have a business that is running and that business needs your attention. Am I making any sense at all? I love this training we are doing because it's content filled. If I'm making sense, please give me a thumb up. Let's look further. If I'm making sense, give me a thumb up. Give me a thumb up. So, moving on. Create a plan for achieving your goals. Very important. If you don't want to run into money problem in business, You must create a plan to achieve your goals. And you must keep achieving new goals. One of the reasons why I fast-tracked my journey to become a diamond director in business was because I needed money. And I know the kind of money I need. Director money cannot pay it. And that's why everybody, you need to first of all look at yourself and look at the kind of money you need. This is where financial literacy comes in. Let me tell you something. You know one thing about life? I've spent 11 years in business. I've spent 11 years in business. Do you know that if, let's say, I was just a director for 11 years, or let's say I did not grow, I was a senior manager, do you know that 11 years will still come? So imagine what my financial life will look like if I am a senior manager for 11 years. How will my life look like? Miserable. And the same 11 years, I've been earning over millions of naira every month for the past 9 years out of the 11 years. So how is my financial life looking like? Better than it will have been if I'm just a senior manager. So what does it mean? It means one of the ways to manage your finances in business so that you don't run into trouble is to make more money in the business. And the way to make more money is to take new steps. Is to take new step. Take new step. Somebody should type it on the chat box. Take new step. Type it. Everybody type it on the chat box. Take new step. Take new step. Take new step. Take new step. Type it on the chat box. If you refuse to take new step, you will be trapped. You see this thing they call future. Future is a trap. Oh, I don't know if I'm communicating at all. Am I really communicating it to this meeting? You see this thing they call a future. It's a trap. Because it is what you do today, what you're achieving today, that will help you furnish your future. So whatever you refuse to do today, whatever you refuse to achieve today, is waiting for you in future. So this thing called a future is a trap. It's really, really a trap. But if you focus your attention on taking new steps, you tell yourself, the kind of problem I have, the kind of money I want to make, 100,000 naira is not the problem. So definitely you should know that you should grow to a level where you are making more than 100,000. But if you have a problem, because I used to tell people when I do session, that if you have a problem of 100,000 today, tomorrow you have a problem of 200,000. Next tomorrow you have a problem of 500,000. Next year, what will you now do when you have a problem of 1 million? I have a daughter, and I know how much I pay for school fees. And I ask people who have 3, 4, 5 children, how do you cope? To have children are blessings. But if your financial life is in disarray, a blessing will look like a curse. How do you cope? And that is why you have to be serious with your money management, financial education from scratch. Somebody look at me. You know, a lot of people join network marketing and they never take things serious. You are not affecting the business. It is yourself you are affecting. Because ideally, network marketing is supposed to be a money-generating vehicle for you. Network marketing is a money-generating vehicle for you to meet your needs. I don't know Jerry Brassfield before. I don't know Kendra Brassfield before. But I am in network marketing today to solve my financial problem. So I'm using network marketing as a tool to solve my financial problem. So if you have a financial problem and you are not taking new steps, you are not growing or more, it means you are putting yourself in trap. Because if you close your eyes, you open. 5 years will come. 10 years will come. You will grow older. You will grow older. A poor person in the next 10 years will become a old poor person. And somebody who is growing to become rich in the next 10 years will become a rich old person. So what kind of a person do you want to be? Add 10 years to your age. Add 20 years to your age. And that is why you need to take financial management very important. People that know me, they know me. I don't go to a party just because I want to go to party. No. And I will not just go to party because I want to go and spend my money. No, I don't spend my money anyhow. As I did so, I don't spend my money anyhow. I don't. Oh. I don't. But you want to spend your money anyhow. You want to spend your money for this. You want to. They call this party, you are there. They call that party, you are there. You are lavishing your money like somebody who does not have a vision. You will regret it later. Because if you have vision, you will not spend your money anyhow. You will put your money in the direction of your vision. And putting your money in the direction of your vision means that you are doing everything to take the next step. So when you take the next step, it produces more money for you. That's one of the ways to have financial education. It produces more money for you. Now moving on. Create a plan of achieving your goals. So create a plan of achieving your next step. That is where you begin to solve your financial problem. Your plan should include steps that you will take to increase your income, reduce your expenses, and build wealth. So one of the steps to take to increase your income is to take new step. Take director step. You are a senior manager already. You are a new person in business. Take your senior manager step. You are a senior manager already, executive manager. Take your director step. You are a director already. Take your sapphire step. You are not taking this step just because you want to help anybody to grow. You are taking it for yourself. Because every step you take increases your chance of building wealth. You are a sapphire director, take your ruby step. If you stay too long on ruby or sapphire, you will regret yourself. I'm telling you the real truth. I'm telling you the real truth. Because as you grow older, your responsibility grows with you. So imagine you are earning 200,000 and you are feeling fly just because you are single. Homo, get married. Get married. Begin to buy Pampers, SMA Gold. You will know that these children they are born in now, they are giving birth to now. Children, they can hit 10 cans of SMA Gold in 10 days. You will not know that Jesus Christ, he no get tribal mark. You don't understand. So it means the 200,000 you are earning, when you are single, will not take care of you when you are married and you have kids. That is why you need to take step. That's why you need to take step. So to avoid the frustration of tomorrow, step taking is important as you are joining the business. This is the kind of wisdom I brought into business. When I came into business, my wife was pregnant. And I know that by the time she gives birth, responsibility is waiting for me. And that was why within 6 months that I joined business, I became a sapphire director. I became a director in my 2nd month in business. I became a sapphire step up in my 4th month in business. And I became a sapphire with pin in 6 months. If you are wasting time, it's because you don't like your financial life. And do you know one thing? If your financial life is poor, you will face ridicule so much in life. Because you will be at the mercy of people. You will be doing beggy. You beg to eat. You beg to wear clothes. You beg to live in a house. Come on. Why? When you have a business that can pay your bills, all you need to do is to be angry for success. So, taking financial life important is very, very critical. Very, very critical. Very, very critical. I was talking to a young lady, one of my mentees today, and she was telling me how she doesn't want to marry a man who does not have financial education. And I say, yes, that's the way it should be. Love alone does not fuel marriage. Love does not fuel marriage. So it means if you don't have money, even women will reject you. If you don't have money, women will reject you. Men will reject you. Everybody will reject you. But sometimes it's not because you don't know how to, you are not on the journey to make the money. But the drive to make the money is what you need to increase. It's what you need to increase. So let's move on. Another thing is track your progress. Thank you so much, Facebook people, Fagbo, Victoria. Track your progress. It is important to track your progress towards your goals so that you can make adjustment as needed. If you discover that the way you are doing things, it no work well, track it and retrace it. I was talking to somebody today and I told the person that everything we need to grow this business is as a result of everything we have come across or we have gone through before we joined this business. You see, every one of us, God has prepared you for this business. But you have to use every resources, the people you know before you join business, the wisdom, the skills you have learned before you join business, everything you know before you join this business, they are instrumental to your success. Track your progress and look at how you are doing it now. And look at how you can do it better. It goes a long way. Another thing which is important is get help from a financial advisor. Get help from people. That's why you need mentors in business. Get help from people who can teach you how to manage your money. This money, keep it. Have savings. Do this, do that. As you see me, I have savings. As you see me, so I dey save money. You don't understand? I dey save money. If I tell you how much I save in a year, that I save, you go shock. You go shock. So you need a financial mentor, somebody who will show you how to save. And that's why you need to work closely with your leader. Ask your leader, Ogami, how do you do business that you don't get cash trap? Then your leader will teach you. And if you're a leader, those are some of the things you need to teach your team member. And that is why I'm teaching you now so that you know you should teach your team member. It is not just about recruiting people. It's about mentoring them. It's about mentoring them. Because let me tell you something. Anybody who cannot manage his own money will mismanage other people's money. This is very, very critical. If you cannot manage your own money, you will mismanage other people's money. Now, if you follow these tips, it will make a lot of sense. But let's look at some additional tips. Create budget for everything you do. Don't always rush into things. Create budget. Especially when it comes to personal life. Create budget for things you spend money on. People that know me, they know me. You can't rush me into a plan I don't have before. You can't just bring unnecessary plan for me. It's not possible. You can't tell me something just happened suddenly. It doesn't concern me. There was a time my mom called me and my mom was like, she wants to go to party. I said, Mommy, you are the one that wants to go to party. If you want to go to party, then save journey to your party. It's not my party. I should not be having a dick because your friend is doing party. No, it doesn't concern me. Me, I will say it the way it is. And I'll tell you my real truth. And they show and he said, oh, ni mommy mountain mowa. Mountain di mowa. Mountain timo de wa. Eba yo she koko fun mi. Do anything law. Meaning that my business is more important than any party that anybody is doing. You don't understand? So create a budget. A budget will help you track your income and expenses so that you can make sure you are not spending more than you are making. So that you make sure you are not spending more than you are making. If you need more money, then take more steps. Somebody should type it on the chat box. Take more steps. Type it on the chat box. If you need more money, take more steps. Type it. Everybody type it. If you need more money, take more steps. Type it, type it, type it, type it, type it. If you need more money, take more steps. You see, this is the consciousness that brings growth in business. But when you think you can get money from here, you can get money from here, you can get money from here, every time you need money, you won't even concentrate on your business. If you need more money, take more steps. If you need more money, take more steps. So when you have this habit, that habit of, if I need more money, I should take more steps, you will keep taking steps. And you keep making more money. You keep taking steps, you keep making more money, and you will not have problem in life with money. So the solution to money problem is 1, make more money. 2, manage the money. Make more money, manage the money. Another thing is pay off debt. If you are owing people money, please put it in a plan that you want to pay. Then work your business to generate money to use to pay it. It is irresponsibility. How can you be owing people money and you don't even bother to pay? The day they now start asking you, you now say their pressure is on you. You now say their pressure is on you. Did the pressure start in one day? Debt can be a major financial burden. So it is important to pay it off as quickly as possible. And don't go into debt that the interest will kill you. Don't go into debt that the interest will kill you. And I tell people, I say it over and over again, there are some things you must not use debt to do. Everybody, am I making sense at all? Let me see your face and tell you the truth tonight. Don't ever borrow debt. Don't borrow debt to build a house. Because that house you build, if you don't build it for hotel to generate more money, it means you will have to be looking for how to pay back that money, and the pressure will be on you. Don't borrow debt to buy car, except you want to use the car to make more money. Don't borrow debt to pay school fees. You know worst to you. And a lot of parents are doing that. And it put unnecessary financial burden on us. School fees is paid every 3 months. If you borrow debt to pay this month, this term, in the next 3 months, you still have to borrow another one. So put your children in the school you can finance. Then as your income increases, what happened? You cannot be changing their school. I went to public school. So if I went to public school and today I'm making millions, put your children in a school you can finance. The problem with many of us is we do a lot of carry me. We do a lot of showbiz. We want to impress our neighbor. I used to tell my wife those days, I said, if a child is young, whatever you do for that child, the child does not know. You're only impressing yourself or impressing people around you. You don't understand? Because the child does not know. So do what you are capable of doing. Then grow your income. Then as you grow your income, increase that thing you are doing. If your income can pay a school fees, cannot pay a school fees of 200,000, 300,000, then put your child in a school of 100,000. By the time your income now grows into 500,000, you cannot put your child in the school of 300,000. By the time your income grows to 1 million, you can put your child in a school of 500,000. By the time your income grows to 2 million, 3 million, you cannot put your child in the school of 1 million. When you are earning 300,000, you put a child in a school of 500,000, and you are saying you have financial burden. You are saying I cannot even build business now. You are saying this business is too slow for me. It does not generate quick money or more. That problem now go kill you. Honestly, that's why you discover a lot of people, they cannot concentrate to build business and they still do not make the money. They are jumping helter-skelter because they put a lot of pressure on themselves. Everything I spend money for, everything I spend money on, what pays it already pays it. As I did, so as I did, there's no money I spent. I came to US, my ticket for US, I knew how the money came out. I don't spend money on it. And that's why when you are build business with smartness. You must know how to generate money and you must know how to keep money. You must know how to generate money. You must know how to save money. You must know how to generate money. You must know how to manage money. And one of the ways to generate more money is to take new step. There is more money at the top. There is no money at the base. So if you are there listening to me today and you're a senior manager, you're a director, that money you think you are making is rubbish. There's no money there. If you stay there forever, it will frustrate you. So what you need to do is to find your way to the top. Find your way to the top where there are more money. And that's where your financial life is taken care of. Fantastical job. That's where your financial life is what? Is taken care of. I don't know if I'm making sense at all. I don't know if I'm making sense at all. Now let's move on. Very quickly, I want to rush it so that we can finish on time. The other thing is save for retirement. Save for tomorrow. Retirement planning is important for everyone, but it is especially important for network marketers. Many of us, you don't know that retirement day our business. Retirement day our business. There is retirement in our business. Me, I already know when I will retire. All this work where they do with you, I know when I will retire. A time will come in my network marketing business, you will be looking for me. I may not be available to do this that I'm doing. And that's why I'm putting effort to do it now. Because a time is going to come, I will not do it. And I will be alive. But I will be in an holiday in Bahamas. Or I will be in an holiday in Seychelles. I will be in an holiday in Mauritius. I will be in an holiday in United Kingdom. I will be in an holiday in Dubai. I will be in an holiday in Hong Kong. I will be in an holiday in Turkey. That is the kind of life I want to retire to. Ask yourself, what do you want to retire to? These are questions you need to ask yourself. And let me tell you, a retirement you don't plan for, you can't feature in it. And that's why people used to say, a future you don't picture, you cannot feature in it. You have to plan your tomorrow. You have to plan your tomorrow. You're not going to work till you die. Even if you try to say you want to work till you die, you will get tired. And that's why you need to take steps as quick as you can. You take step as quick as you can. The more you stay on it and you don't take the step, the more Bukata meets you there. Bukata meets you there. The baby I had 10 years ago, she's 10 years old now. You don't understand? In the next 10 years, she will be in the university. Maybe you don't understand. So what does it mean? It means whether you like it or not. If you think you are young now, in the next 10 years, your responsibility will be higher. The baby you have today that you think you're put in school, by the time the baby enters university, you will know that the work you did not do now will tell tomorrow. And that's why if I were you, everybody, you go to work. You go to work because adulthood is a scam. You don't understand? Nobody will give you money. Nobody will ask you whether you eat. Nobody will ask you how you pay your children's school fees. Nobody will ask you about anything. If you no get now, you sabi adulthood na scam. Adulthood na scam. You can't come and collect my own money to use it to do your own money. You will have to make your own money. And that's financial education. So if you want to be the best version of yourself, so that Sakpa will not kill you, so that depression will not finish you, make your own money. A lot of people are depressed today. Men are depressed. They are not happy. They are not happy with themselves. They are not happy with their future. Why? Because they didn't make money. One of the things that make a man happy is money. Money makes a man happy. Money. You say money is not everything, but remove money from everything. You will now know that everything is useless. Everything is nothing. You don't understand? When there is money, there will be love. Find love, good love. You put money in love, the love could be more sweeter. Anything money cannot buy is because you don't know the supermarket where they sell it. Anything money cannot buy. Money can make people live longer. A lot of people have died in life today, not because of anything, because they didn't just have money to take care of themselves on time. Money. Money buy children these days. You don't know. Oh, okay. People use money to do IVF. IVF. Some people, they don't have husband. They'll go and buy sperm in sperm bank. Do you know that if you have money, sir, you might not even carry baby in your belly. Somebody else will help you carry it. Surrogacy. There's nothing money cannot do. Are you with me at all, everybody? Are you really with me in this journey? There is nothing that money cannot do. You don't understand. God is powerful for creating money. If you live a life without money, that life will be miserable. If you remove money from a life, the life will be useless. And that is why, everybody, take your financial education very important. If you are sleeping tonight, think about your money life. Think about your financial life. You don't understand. If you are reasoning why you should do this business well, think about your financial life. And think about what it's going to look like tomorrow. What would tomorrow look like? How would tomorrow be like? What do you want tomorrow to be like? You don't understand. So as a network marketer, plan for tomorrow. Another thing is invest for the future. Invest for the future. And the best way to invest for the future is to invest in yourself. Invest in your team. Invest in your business. Invest in everything that will grow your business. Because that business is what will save you tomorrow when you cannot work hard again. There is a man called Hafiz Tijani who was given a check of 96 million naira some days ago in Turkey. That guy is in his early 40s. And if you care to know, in your life, when you get to the level where you are making that money, you will make it for the rest of your life. It means it will continue to make that money as a 5-diamond director for the next 5 years, for the next 10 years, for the next 20 years. Then how will his future look like? There is a man in South Africa. His name is Charlie Bolton. Charlie Bolton is 89 years old now. 89 years old. Charlie Bolton, who is 89 years old, has been a 5-diamond director in New Life for over 40 years now. Over 40 years. For somebody to have been a 5-diamond director for more than 40 years. 40 years. You see that kind of check that Hafiz Tijani had? He has been collecting that kind of check for the past 40 years. Charlie Bolton is 89 years old now. 89. If you see Charlie Bolton, all his teeth, but he's collecting the money. He's doing what? He's collecting the money. When you become 89 years, what will you collect? And that is the work we are doing now. So if anybody is asking you, why should you take your business serious? Tell them you are taking it serious because of your financial life. Because of your financial life. When I see people who are not succeeding in network marketing, I see them as people who do not have financial education. Because if you have financial education, network marketing is the easiest vehicle to make money, to do a lot of things in life. Today I'm an investor. I'm investing money in one thing or the other. How much will I eat? But where is the money coming from? The money is coming from New Life opportunity. The money is coming from my network marketing business. I'm in America for the past 4 months now. I'm not working in US and I'm spending money. Where is the money coming from? It's coming from my network marketing business. And that is what this business can do for you. So think your financial life. Think of taking steps. You don't understand? Take it more serious. And that is the only solution to financial problems tomorrow. tomorrow. Odipari. Somebody sent me a message. He said, Baba, tonight is deep. Thank you for your message. The message said, Baba, tonight is deep. Yes, now. It's deep because the truth must be told. The truth must be told. If you love your future, you take your business serious today. It's been a fantastic training, everybody. And I want to believe we have learned something. If you have learned something, type on the chat box and say, I've learned something. Type it, type it, type it, and say, I've learned something. Type it and say, I've learned something. Type it and say, I've learned something. If you have learned something, type it and say, I've learned something. And as you are typing it, type what you learn on the chat box. If you are in Facebook or you're on Google Meet, type on the chat box, let us know what you learned. Oh, somebody has highlighted what he has been learning before. So let's take it one by one. Olayemi Ogunbabi Alaji. He said, I learned the following. I need to be prudent with my money and that of my business associates. Very important. If you are in DD Africa and you mismanage people's money, we will use police to arrest you. You don't understand. I've arrested it. You know me now. People that know me, they know me. If you are in DD Africa and you ever mismanage anybody's money, you go to jail now. That one sure. You're very sure. It's a sure deal. You don't understand. I swear in my father's grave on that one that we will use police to arrest you. You don't understand. No. That one is a sure deal. Except if I don't hear. You don't understand. Except if I don't hear. You know. Another thing Alaji learned, he said, if you are sincere with the business, always appraise your steps. And if I want to be stable and manage my financial status, I must take new steps and I should be passionate about it. Exactly. You have to be passionate about it. Type what you learned and let us reason it together. Rukayat Labake said, I learned to create a budget and pay off debt. Yes. But use the business to pay off debt. That's how to do it. When you use your business to pay off debt, your business will grow and the debt will be cleared. So that when the debt is cleared, the business will have already gotten you to a level of financial stability. So don't say you want to pay off debt. You now leave your business. You will still continue to struggle. Because even after you pay off the debt, you'll still be in another debt. So if, take for instance now, you are owing somebody 1 million naira. Yes. Then tell yourself, I want to grow my business to become a Sapphire director. Minimum. Let me be earning 300,000, 200,000. What happened? If you're earning 300,000, 200,000, you will easily, conveniently pay 100,000 to that person every month. By the time you pay it for 10 months, what happened? Your business as a Sapphire director has already gotten you to a level of 300,000. So it means you are 300,000 earner. And with that consistent amount of business, you will have even taken a higher step to 4 Ruby director or 1 Ruby director or 2 Ruby, where you are earning 400, 500,000 every month. So you will discover that by the time you finish paying that debt, you have abundance. You don't go into another debt. But if you are owing somebody money now, and you not, because of the money you are owing somebody, you not leave your business, you lose concentration on your business. Remember, you still have to pay that person that you are owing money. How will you pay? You not be running helter-skelter to pay because you have lost a business that could have grown your income. That's why you discover a lot of people out there, they use basic to pay basic. They use debt to pay debt. No. You grow your income. And your income will clear your debt. Your income will do what? It will clear your debt. To clear your debt. To clear your debt. Another person said, okay, Mrs. Kushimo said, I learned financial education and goal setting is highly important. Mr. Labaran said, I learned how to manage my financial business. Saliu said, I've learned enough. Okay, he itemized it. He said, create a budget and be debt-free. Plan for tomorrow and many more. God bless you too. Yusuf Olatuji said, I learned something. Money is not everything. But if you remove money from everything, then everything will be nothing. That's the truth. So if anybody is telling you money is not everything, agreed. But remove money from everything. Everything will be nothing. So money is something. Abike Odupo says, take step, Abike, so as to pay your gbese. Yes, Abike, you're owing me money. You're owing me money. So you need to take step so that you can pay your gbese. Generally speaking, in a street balance, people will tell you, take step, so that your children will not suffer school fees payment tomorrow. Hey! Hey! Take step and make money so that they will not use shawarma to entice your children and sleep with them tomorrow. Take step so that you can have enough money to live the life of your dream. That is why it is important to take step. That's why it is important to take step. Olabi Lukman said, I've learned something. I must take the next step in financial education and stick to my financial budget. Thank you very much, everybody. It is no doubt it has been fantastic. On Facebook, we have some people on Facebook. On Facebook, we have Omalade Titilayo said, I learned financial education is the key to financial stability in business and also the drive to prepare for my tomorrow. Exactly. Fagbone said, God bless my diamond on Facebook. She said, tonight is so interesting. I learned to always have budget and financial goal. I learned to grow my income above my expenditure and move to the next level. Yes, you have to take your next step. And that's why for you to take your next step, always know what financial responsibility you need to take in your business over time, every time. So that when the time to take that financial responsibility comes in your business, you are not in lack. You are not in lack. I have somebody who have done 4,000 points as I'm talking to you now. As I'm talking to you now, the person has qualified as 4,000 pointer. And the person did 2,000 personal points out of 4,000. I was talking to the person and I said, can you see? You have achieved 2,000 points as a result of real value. People who got your product, people you deliver product to, you have 2,000 points already. And you can see the 2,000 pointers are now, with the value in your team, you're already on 4,000 plus. But imagine if you did not do that 2,000 points. It means instead of 4,000 plus, you will be on maybe less than 2,000. Are you with me at all? So it means your own stake in your business is very important. Don't joke with it. Don't joke with it. Olulabi Lukman said, I learned something. I must take the next step in financial education. Okay. Adeyemi Tai said, I learned that to make more money, I need to take steps. There is nothing at the base. Yes, there's nothing at the base. But all the money is at the top. So you to grow to the top. Grow to the top. When you grow to the top, you make all the money you want to make. Everybody, today has been a fantastic night. Go and ruminate over all of this and tell yourself, I must make more money. My financial life must be stable. Things must change for me financially. But have it at the back of your mind that nobody will help you to do it. You will have to do it by yourself. Tomorrow is going to be another night. 8 p.m. tomorrow. We have something else to learn. And the promise is going to be fantastic again. So stay glued, connect on time, and make sure the team members are all connecting. Thank you very much, Mr. Labaran. Thank you so much for always connecting to the training. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and God bless you.
God bless my diamond. God bless my diamond.
God bless you.
God bless all my rubies. God bless my diamond.
God bless you.
God bless every